we're talking about the good old days about, I mean, man, I mean,
Yeah.
when it became PG, I felt like it just didn't had the attitude like it
I
did.
mean, you don't have people like Stone Cold or DX or Evolution or anyone else anymore. Like one of my favorite moments of the Attitude, the Met truck, and put it in fucking Vince McMahon's car.
Corvette. It was a Corvette. That was gotta be the best freaking part. I mean, holy balls. Who would ever think to do that to their own boss? I mean, oh. I mean, I would dream of doing something like that. I mean, seriously, it's like if I have a chance to do that to my boss, man, I have no idea. I think I'll probably in heaven.
Or the fact that fucking what's it called? DX was outside of the WWE building, like the main fucking like the chairman building.
Oh, it was
and they're fucking the headquarters or whatever.
Yeah, the headquarters.
Yeah, they're talking about how, like, you know, oh, this is where everything happens and shit. And fucking DX is just like, oh, we left a gift for you. And this is the giant DX just spray painted on the fucking
on his airplane
entire building.
Yes, I remember that. I have that video too, like as a package, just like as a DVD set of the whole time when the first time DX after when they separated, when they had the Spirit Squad going after them. I remember that would spray the DX on the side of the building and the Vince McMahon's private air jet. Oh, that was
or the
so.
Or the time where fucking Vince is going into his limo or whatever, and they took the rear axle of the car out.
Dude, that was hilarious. I was laughing so freaking hard.
If you think about it, though, like the fact that someone had the rear axle put out was just had to be so funny to see that happen.
Right? I mean,
and then, yeah.
I mean, if you gotta think how the heck that you would think. Would you really think that the rear axle actually can rip out of a car like that by going that?
With applied force, yeah. I just think it like I think with that was probably loosened, so it just comes out easily.
Right.
Because ceiling as soon as it went out, and then yeah, it would hurt him. But I also remember when Stone Cold, I think this is Stone Cold, he had taken over the WWE, so he was in the corporate offices.
I don't remember about that. I don't actually, honestly, I don't remember that.
I would have to look it up, but he was like in, I think it was them or DX, but I think it was him. But then I remember when they had the old like Randy Orton versus Undertaker feud, where he was apparently like they had this entire feud, and I believe it ended with a Hell in a Cell match. One pay-per-view. And it's, and then there's, oh, and then the fucking Kane and
Kane and Edge? Are you sure it was that? I'm just trying to adjust my microphone level to make sure it's all good. Just audio mix, okay. Sorry about this.
One thing they did where they made it look like Stone Cold sold out using a suit and shit.
Yes, I remember that. I totally freaking remember that one. That was so freaking
And Vince was like, "Where's those nice shoes?" He was like, "No, I love my like wrestling boots." And he's like, "That was not part of the deal." And he's like, "You know what though? I don't like this tie, all this other stuff." He starts ripping it off, and you see Vince's face go livid, like he was in shock. Like he's like, "I can't believe this guy's doing this."
Mm-hmm.
And he stuns everyone. And then I remember the one he did where he stunned the entire McMahon family.
Yes, I remember that. Oh, do you remember when Brandon Orton had a spew with Triple H?
Yes.
Oh, when he handcuffed Triple H and his wife was like, all like, whatchamacallit? She was like really lethargic, and he kissed his wife in front of him.
Yeah. Oh, remember when, this is very old, when Triple H and Stephanie kind of were together and stuff, and the whole wedding thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Stephanie was supposed to marry someone else, but she really married Triple H.
Yes,
like this fucking
drive-through
wedding chapel. Yeah.
It was a drive-through wedding chapel.
Yeah, and yeah, it was pretty. And then they had what's it called? Like X-Pac and all those other guys were giving like Triple H like wedding gifts and shit.
Sounds good to me.
Like this was like way back in, like, but everything was funny and shit. I mean, back then it was fucking like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, after the Attitude Era, everything just was, it wasn't good anymore.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still watch it here and there, but only the freaking highlights. I mean, I don't go on Hulu and watch the whole entire thing unless there's a good match I want to see, like a recent match. It was I know this sounds kind of stupid, but on SmackDown, it was between the Phenomenal One and that what's that one new guy's name? I forgot his name, but he's like some sort of a wimp, like an everyday guy, and it was like a ladder match.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, what the? Let me look on Facebook really quick. I need to WWE.
Now, one rivalry that I liked was Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like thing where he's like, "I'm gonna take off your fucking masks" type thing. I like that to a point, but like, like my dad, because it's still in mint condition, nothing happened to it. But when Eddie Guerrero died, like I have the Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero like toy set, the fucking mask and shit, and I'm like, and it's still in mint condition. and it's worth something because of his death. But
Mm-hmm.
I remember after he died, it made me so upset. And I was still in basketball practice, and I shit you not. Guess who I met?
Who? James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth. That's what's his name. AJ Styles versus James Ellsworth.
Okay.
But James Ellsworth did win.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But
I'm sorry.
the thing is, we were talking about Eddie Guerrero, right? And this guy, he had a deep voice. He talked like he wasn't in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And he had all these like tattoos that I was familiar of because I know these tattoos. Like I know these guys' tattoos somewhere. Like I couldn't put my finger on it. His face looked familiar. And then he's like, I knew Eddie for a long time, even when I started.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I left, one of my friends came over, and I'm like, who was he? And he's like, you don't know who he is? I'm like, no. He's like, you realize that was the Undertaker, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah. He was in like, dude, he was still in his like training gear, like a tank top and shit. I had met him. I had no idea.
You actually... No way. No freaking way.
And then, see, I was like, shit, does he come to our practices often? He's like, you realize that our coach is friends with him, right? I'm like, I did not know that. So, like, after like a few months, after our season was over, I asked my coach, can I see your friend? He's like, oh, the one that was like, looks like a wrestler. He's like, I know he's Undertaker. He's like, who told you? Well, everyone told me it's him.
Oh.
And he told me that he usually comes in to watch like everyone practice and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And no one knows it's him because he keeps himself like hidden a bit. Like he doesn't want to have people that know WWE that know him.
Mm-hmm. Does he still go to those practices, as you know?
I have no idea. But if I find out he does, I swear to God.
Just
gonna,
go
like,
up, just... If...
Yeah.
Well, go on.
I
mean...
gonna go ahead and play the fucking theme and see what he does.
Probably nothing. He'd probably be thinking to himself, oh my god, but if I were you, I'd just go up to him and start like a regular conversation with him.
Yeah, cause see, he's like, he said all these things and shit, and then fucking, there was a, my first time ever going to a wrestling event for WWE was when they like it was just fresh off the fucking pay-per-view of when Stone Cold and Bobby Lashley shaved off Vince's head.
Oh, that was a hilarious match.
They had a joint show. They had Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking, I was there. I was in the front row too.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember fucking, this was when Batista was there as well. And one of my dad's friends, because my dad used to like have people that worked in the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to go backstage because we needed to go backstage to exit out anyways.
Mm-hmm.
As I was going backstage, guess who I saw coming out?
Cool.
Batista.
Really?
Yeah, this is fresh off. Because see, in SmackDown, the ending of SmackDown was the main event where he had to defend his heavyweight title.
Yeah.
And he had won. And he was walking around. And he must have got something to drink or whatever. And he was walking around. And as soon as I turned my head, he was right there. I'm like, oh my god.
Hey, Travis.
Because he was close by too. Like I was about to exit, and he was like probably, if me and you were like staring at each other, basically, he was standing right there. And I could not believe my fucking eyes, because I thought that
Mm-hmm.
I literally thought he was probably gonna kill me or something. But then the next one I went to was the one they did the WrestleMania
Hey there.
here. I went there,
I'm here to give you
and that was pretty fun.
I got a story to tell you. Do you know Hornswoggle?
Yes, the little Irish
Midget guy?
got in trouble with, yeah, that got in trouble with DX and all that.
Yes. Guess where he lives? Think about this. Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Don't worry.
And I went to a fair in Oshkosh. And when I first moved in, I recognized someone, and he was with his kid. I saw him, I looked at him, and I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And he's like, "Pretty good." And it's like, "Are you with your kid?" He's like, yeah, I'm with my kid. We're going to just hanging out. I'm like, "Well, that's cool, man." It's like, what happened was I actually ran into him. I literally bumped into him on accident. I mean, I'm a 6-foot guy, and with him, he's a short, midget. You know, I wasn't paying attention, and I apologized to him and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And of course, at the time, I didn't recognize who he was.
Yeah.
I was like, after I went out to my girlfriend, her name was Jen. I'm like, "Jen," and she's like, do you realize who that was?" I'm like, "No." It's like, think about Brian. I stopped and I thought about it. I'm like, "Oh my god, that's Hornswoggle." He is the coolest fucking chill out dude ever. But of course, I didn't want to keep him from his kid. You know, I mean, he's with his family. I mean, I'm not gonna go out to him and, get his autograph or something. I mean, I'm not that type of person who will do that.
Now,
Hey.
of that same exact show when they had the joint show, they had some
Hey
people
there,
from
pal.
ECW there, like Sandman and like a bunch of other guys, and I remember one of an old wrestler named Elijah Burke.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that he was all that and shit.
Yes.
Well, everyone was booing him as soon as he came out of the fucking limo, right? So he came up to every single one of us and flipped us off. And out of nowhere, and they had a street brawl from this too. Apparently, Sandman comes out with one of the kendo sticks and just hits him over the head with it. And then he looks at us, and then he looks at him on the ground. He's like, "Get up. We got a show to do. Do you want me to kick your ass again?"
Nice.
And then
Travis.
there's another one. I used to work out of this old MMA place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because these guys knew me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I can just work her out here." And they liked me over there. And as I am working out, someone comes in. I remember his voice. I still remember it till this day. But he was working out. He's hitting the punching bag, And then he was working with a trainer that did all these wrestling moves. And I started watching him, and I'm like, "Is he from the WWE?"
Hey, Travis.
So I go to the assistant, and I'm like, "Who is this guy?" And apparently, and I don't even know why he was here. It was just possibly here because he knew the trainer,
Right.
or because he came here to train. Because we do have a WWE facility here, and
Well, that's really cool. I don't.
yeah.
I don't think Wisconsin does, but I know they hold a few like arena like few shows, like in Green Bay and Milwaukee.
See, we have a facility here that remember AJ Lee?
Yes, she's married to CM Punk. That bastard.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, there was a guy who, like, because she would always go there to my city's facility for some reason. And this guy would try to break in to fuck her.
Who? What?
Some guy that thought that she said to him, "I love you" or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And see, the facility is right near the fucking place I trained at. And this guy was doing wrestling moves, and there was one iconic move I remembered because I've seen it all the time on television and sometimes at shows. And apparently he was just trying it, like, because they were on mats, so it wasn't really hurting her.
Right.
And so I turn around, and I actually almost fainted because one of my favorite wrestlers was standing right there.
I would have too.
And he was like, and they didn't call him by his name either. They just called him by his real name.
Actually, I'd like to talk to
No shit.
And yeah, and that was Triple H.
Which is Triple H's real name is
Paul something. I believe.
Paul
Levesque.
No, it starts Paul Levine. Paul Levine.
Yeah, Paul Levine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was, and this is when he still had long hair at the time. And I'm like shocked. My eyes were all wide, and like my trainer was even saying like, "Hey, we need to get back to work." I'm like, "Yeah, just give me a second." And I got like to shake his hand and talk to him a little bit, and you know, he's a very down-to-earth guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? He's a very understanding guy, like, and he was saying like, you know, with the whole WWE thing and all this other shit, that, you know, he loves the way of life that he's in. He has a lot of fun doing it, and you know, he doesn't like. He doesn't care if people say that, oh, he's an enemy or he's a villain or whatever. That he's just doing it because people like it. And I understood that. So when I got done talking to him, he would practice his, you know, going into the ring and shit type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the same MO, like him doing the entire thing to even doing the DX intro.
Really?
Yeah, he would do the entire DX intro. And then, like before I left, like the thing he said to me is that the reason why he kind of did, you know, the whole DX thing, and he told me this thing, and I'm kind of like happy he told me this, but he said the whole reason why the whole DX thing came to be is because Vince hated the idea so much of that storyline, they just wanted to do it. They wrote that in and shit, and I'm like, I left there, and I couldn't go back there because I knew that no one was going to be there, so I was like, oh, so I visited that facility, and it's a nice building, you know, it has the ring in there, And
Like, how big
I was
is
like,
the
you
ring
know,
approximately? I mean, I've never seen a WWE ring in person.
okay, you know, it's like they take the ring from, like, you know, television, right?
Yeah.
It's that big. And um
I need your help. Nadim's been
what's
kidnapped by
really
Logan.
cool about it is that
I'm not joking around, Travis.
they've
This is
made it
serious. I really do need your
to
help.
where you're okay. So everything, even the fucking rope, I've found out is that it's kind of like a trampoline.
No, Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Between Nadim and those men, it's not your fault.
So it's like a big old
So
trampoline.
yes, basically.
Dude, that'd be fun.
And there is ways to actually break like through the fucking mat of the fucking or the ring itself, like Kane and all those other guys did. Like they have like certain inserts where they actually cut into it.
You really think you're capable?
But yeah. And they did say, like at the facility as well, is that they like there's certain days where they would go to like a company or whatever, and that company would say, oh, if you want to have a free day to have like a free week of training at that facility to see what it's like, do that. And I'm like, and I'm hoping they do that again because I want to do that, you know.
Dude, that'd be so fun to do that.
To be in the ring.
To actually just go on the top rope and just jump off. And just jump and just do a frog splash or something.
Yeah.
I mean
yeah.
it would I mean, think about it. It's just, it'd be so freaking fun just to do that, you know?
Oh, thank God. You're here. So this is it. Odds are if they've got Vadim, he's inside.
Sure. Definitely.
Okay.
That's a good attitude.
I mean, I would love for them to do that.
Any,
You shoot first. Ask what.
yeah.
But I myself never been to a wrestling match, and I always wanted to. I know I had plenty of opportunities because I know there's wrestling in Green Bay and Milwaukee more than a few times. You know, and I've never had the chance to just go and I just never had a chance to go and just go and just watch a match. You know, I really want to go to like a to WrestleMania. Mini nuke.
WrestleMania is fun.
You been to WrestleMania before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're freaking
Dude.
lucky, dude.
No, dude, WrestleMania is so fun because, see, the energy of that, like, when they did WrestleMania, I believe it was, see, I was at WrestleMania 33, and that was at the Citrus Bowl, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And holy shit, that place was ecstatic.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, think about it. You're in a goddamn arena packed of people that like wrestling as much as you do.
If not more.
And yeah, and the matches were so fun because people were just like, oh, you know, just do this and this and this and this and this, and you would just see people just screaming or throwing shit. Like, down here when they had it right in Citrus Bowl, people were going nuts.
Like how so?
Because like, the matches there, like, I believe one of the matches, I'd have to look it up because it's been so long, but it gets crazy because you have these people who've never been to a WrestleMania before, or who have, and they love it. And like me, that was my first WrestleMania. And I remember going home with that feeling like, I want to go back. I want to do it. I want to go to another one. Because the vendors, I have like three T-shirts of the WrestleMania like logo and shit, and then I have an old belt that I bought as well. That's still in my closet. I mean, that's the heavyweight belt. And
are those like cost like $100 though?
yeah,
For even a duplication?
Like, back in WrestleMania, like, down there, they've had it kind of like at 50. Because there are metal, like real, like, metal ones. That are like, yeah, you can, get those for like $200, I believe.
Jesus.
And those are yeah. And they're a lot, but they're very authentic. And that's what I like about it too. Like, you see these like things and they're so good, but you know, after WrestleMania ended, you see these people that kind of like are like, okay, so I want to do this again, or it was fun, or there's the type of people like, oh, it's fun but not for me type of people that don't like wrestling that much, like, which I kind of tell them, why the fuck were you there then? But it's, WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl. There's a lot of shit that goes into it.
Oh,
like,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. And I remember watching, cause see, I would always watch WrestleMania. I don't care how bad it is. I'd watch it. Like, I would watch a pay-per-view that really sucked and still enjoyed it. Cause, like, when they did the WrestleMania one where Brock beat his streak, I got upset, but I still watched it.
Right.
And yeah, cause, you know, they're making good television.
More than good television, dude. They're making good money.
Now, there was one rivalry I liked, and
Yeah,
where
speaking
Mickey
of
wanted to be like her.
yeah, speaking of Mickey James, guess who is coming back?
Mickey James.
Mickey James.
Why?
I don't know. She's in NXT right now. Going for the NXT Women's Championship.
Oh, God. Is she still doing her same MO?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Because if she does her same MO, like the whole, like, I am the cheerful, stupid girl, I'm gonna...
I honestly think she's going more along the I'm a cheerful but yet I'm a badass and will kick your ass. In my opinion.
Yeah, because back when she was, you know, around, she was the stupid type, and then, I was, okay, So I was around when the Hardy Bros were like fucking still there,
Mm-hmm.
like Matt and Jeff, and fucking Edge, and fucking Kane and all them guys. Hell, seeing Edge now.
Oh
like,
my
Edge
gosh.
looks different. He looks different.
Yes, I know. I can't believe it, how much he looks so different back then and to now. I mean, the beard thing, he needs to get rid of the beard. The beard is too weird.
Yeah, I mean, now do I see him coming back? Kinda.
I don't think. I don't think he's going to come back. Because for one, he already has his own show with his, what's his face, oh, what is his name? I can't think of it. Oh my god, I'm such a total retard. He's a tag team partner with, Christian. Him and Christian has their own show. And also that he complains about him having his neck problems. Is always with the neck problems. So I honestly hope that I really hope that Edge does come back, or at least do like some sort of a little show-off kind of thing, I guess. You know, maybe you can do a spear or something like that, and just do something for television. I don't know, something that.
Now,
Go on.
Isn't Teddy Long back?
Oh God, no! Teddy Long is not back.
He needs to come back. He needs to.
Why? Don't you like Daniel Bryan as a GM?
Well, as it was, yeah, I like him. It's just that Teddy Long was a lot better.
Honestly, I like Daniel Bryan. I mean, I'm a big fan, especially with the Yes Movement. I mean, I think that he's doing a decent job as a general manager. I mean,
Yeah.
SmackDown grown so much popularity ever since Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan took over. I mean, don't get me mistaken. I mean, those two are pretty popular. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that whatchamacallit, Mick Foley isn't popular, but I think Daniel Bryan. But I think Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon is more popular than those two on Raw combined. You know?
I mean, see, the thing is about Mick Foley is I just don't see him as a GM or anything. I just don't see him as that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, he could be a good one. It's not him. And then there's another guy who I know. You know, I'm honestly happy that fucking Vicky isn't fucking relevant anymore.
Excuse me! Excuse me!
Honestly, I think I know why Eddie Guerrero I think I know why Eddie died. Because he he didn't want to be around her anymore.
Oh, ouch, 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 ouch.
I had to say that. It's probably true. I mean,
I can just feel the hate coming from the viewers already. Oh my god, I can just feel the hate. I can feel the hate already. Ouch.
like,
It's a joke, everybody. It's a freaking joke, but
it's not a joke. I'm actually serious.
Never mind
I
that.
think I know why Eddie. I think I know why Eddie died.
Because you want to get away from Vicky.
Being such a bitch.
But
I
is
mean,
it true that she's a true bitch though?
I think so. Hell. I mean, honestly, as soon as Eddie died, she was like, okay, I don't care.
Well, what do you expect though? I mean, her husband died.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know to lose my wife because I don't have one. I'm a loser like that. But how the hell do I get up here? I mean, I done fucked up. But anyways, I mean, she gotta. I know her attitude changed so much of saying I don't give her ass anymore. But I just think, like, how would you feel if you lost your wife? Yep, I done fucked up.
Now there's another sad death.
What's that?
Chris Benoit.
Oh.
The murder-suicide.
Oh, I know, because he was hyped up on he was all out on his drugs and all that stuff. Oh man, I know. Sad death. For the longest time, WWE will not air any of his wrestling matches. They refused to. Until they figure out how they can actually put up his matches, because so many people demanded, even the WWE wrestlers themselves wanted to put up his matches up with them, because they had so many amazing matches against him. And so that's why every time an episode airs, it says on there that that saying on there is like, whatever you see does not reflect on WWE's personal lives. That's why they put that in there, because due to what happened with Chris Benoit. Because one thing that's just kind of ironic, this was probably a stupid thing of their part, saying that they planted McMahon's death. Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember watching that. I remember watching that show, watching WWE at my friend's house. And all of a sudden, McMahon got into his car, then it kaboom, while the limousine, and it exploded. I honestly thought that he died. Then one of my friends said, is like, well, if he actually died, it would be all over the news. You know, which it wasn't. Because if McMahon actually died, oh my god, everything, holy balls. Just imagine, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be all over the news, CNN, ABC, Fox News. Vince McMahon, the frickin' owner of WWE, died. Holy shit. Even ICP
Now,
done his
there are
song.
some theories.
All right, let's hear your theories.
Theories about what really happened. So see, he had like, okay, so what's his face? Chavo heard an intruder over the phone.
Chavo?
Yeah. Apparently, Chavo basically said, talked to Chris for a while on Friday night on his house phone. About 45 minutes into the conversation, Chris told him that there was someone knocking on his door and he was going to see who it was. Shortly after Chris answered the door, there was a scuffle and then his house line went dead. Chris can only be reached on his cell phone about 3 hours later. And then apparently, and then they're saying that he was also, because he had some journal entries that found in his house that possibly explain why he did it, because he was always sad that Eddie died.
Yeah.
And that he wanted to be with him. So,
but why did he kill his family?
Now, apparently in June 15, 2016, Nancy Benoit's sister reveals frightening Google search Chris Benoit did prior to his death.
Wait, what?
Apparently in 2016, Nancy Benoit's sister reveals frightening Google search Chris Benoit did prior to his death.
So Chris didn't kill his family.
Said she began noticing changes in Chris Benoit as early as 2004, and she feels that both roid rage and the pressure of winning the WWE title at WrestleMania 20 contributed to the aggressive behavior he would directly at his wife Nancy. There's also some questions Chris suffered from making many years in business, coupled with the loss of good friends like Eddie Guerrero, Ray Traylor, and also played a part in his behavior towards his family. One of the most frightening revelations she made during the podcast is she claimed that prior to the murders, Chris had done a Google search on the easiest way to break someone's neck. She also revealed that Nancy had gotten a restraining order against Chris at one point. She also spoke out against media reports that Chris and Nancy's son Daniel Benoit had fragile eczema, though that those were false and that Daniel was healthy. And then on the actual subject of murder-suicide, she clarified that Chris killed Nancy on Friday, Daniel the following morning on Saturday, and himself on Sunday night by waving the pull-down machine and using them to take his own life. So, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. like. And then you know, it's kind of fucked up what happened.
It is.
I'm trying to look at the final recorded messages that he had. Okay, so WWE released the text messages too.
Did they finally release the text messages? Can you send me the link to them so I can look at them too?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Apparently, between 3:53 and 3:58 a.m. Sunday morning, killed his wife and their 7-year-old son. His own emergency son message sent 4 separate times. Read, my physical address is 130 Green Meadow Lane, Fayetteville, Georgia. Another second cell phone to people within the dogs are in the food pool area. Garage side door is open. According to Nancy was likely killed Friday night and Daniel on Saturday. Around 4 p.m., police told WWE they entered the Benoit home, found 3 bodies, and that the house was considered a major crime scene. Shortly afterwards, WWE canceled the night's scheduled night event and instead hired a lawyer at the Benoit. And honestly, you just gotta like think about it too.
All right.
You're going inside that house.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect going in that house?
I'm expecting, you know, if you're friends with them, just, you know, regular welcome, hello, hey. You know?
Yeah. Now,
oh, excuse me.
the one, like now, I'm gonna look up fucking Eddie now because he died of heart failure. I'm just trying to fucking...
Well, once you do some more research, I'm going to use the bathroom and get myself some drinks, so I'll be right back.
Hey, Zach.
What's up?
You're back.
My house is leaking too, so everything's getting wet.
Well, shit.
Let me go move the Xbox. Alright.
Yeah, Zach's here, but I don't think he has his voice on allow.
I actually think I do. Look. Yeah.
Because he's doing a live stream right now.
I know. See. You want to do division?
No, I mean, after this live stream, I think I'll get off because I'm tired. But, honestly, oh, so Shanks.
Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry for the hold up.
Okay, so Shanks is actually here now.
Hi, Zach. Are you a WWE fan?
I've never watched wrestling in my life.
Well, how good are you? But well,
listen, I've never had cable in my life either.
oh, true.
I remember we've never could afford that shit. We barely have internet.
Well, I guess you can give us some opinion on WWE and stuff like that, man. I mean, doesn't hurt to.
Try to make sure you can hear that heaters in the background. Can't reach it.
Alright, sorry everybody about that, but I'm back. But anyways, more Chris Benoit. I mean, when I heard about his death, I was actually really shocked. I mean, I honestly thought he was a good wrestler. I thought he was a decent guy. But of course, I think there's a lot of untold stuff that nobody wants to talk about. I know Chris Jericho always kept on saying that he's a good guy and stuff like that, and so
Yeah.
oh. I'm just thinking about, like, honestly, I don't know. I honestly just kind of just think about this, that I wouldn't think that Chris will actually kill his family, though. I don't think he ever would.
I think I know why he did it.
Why?
Brain damage.
True. I mean, he suffered a ton of concussions, so I mean, he put his body on the line quite a lot. As they say, going high risk. So,
You just gotta think too. If you're his son, waking up and as your dad, you're opening your door.
okay.
You just gotta think, like that dark figure is your father. You're saying, Dad, what happened, or what are you doing? And he just walks towards you and doesn't say a word.
And just...
And then he can't, yeah.
Honestly, I think their spirits are not as restless, though. They're just questions. But all honesty with this... I just kept... I mean, I gotta think about, since I'm a father myself, I can't even think about harming my own son, let alone doing that. I I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm always afraid of hurting my son if, like this, a simple pickup or a simple, you know, I slap him on his hand. I mean, not hard, it's more like a tap to a human, to an adult. You know, I just tap him on his head and say no, but I know it's not hard.
Yeah. But just picture like you're the son, you know?
Yeah, I'm imagining myself, and my dad comes in, and a dark figure comes into the bedroom. I ask Dad what's going on, and just smothers you and kills you.
No, it's just the few seconds that you have.
Right.
You're a 7-year-old boy. He comes into the room, it's all dark, and he doesn't say anything to you. And he just and then he just does it. You gotta think, he's not there anymore. And now, I don't really think it was brain damage, you know why?
Why?
I think he wanted to do it. I think him winning got to his head way too much. And I think, not just that, but Eddie's death got to him too much too. He wanted him and his family to be with him. So, what happened? He killed them.
And he killed himself so he can be with his family and his Eddie for eternity.
Yes.
I mean, brain damage does have a big part of it, though. I mean, you gotta think, was he ever seen a therapist during that time of, you know?
I honestly don't think he was.
And that's most unfortunate. Just thinking about it, just kind of makes me speechless.
I mean, I don't know why, but it's. I remember when I was little and I heard about that death, and I'm like, oh, that's sad. But me reading up about it now is like, it's kind of disturbing because years and years later, we still don't know why,
and everybody wants to know why.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, and I'm not saying this will happen or anything else, but it's like, what if I got into a car accident and nobody knows how, and I'm gone. No one knows how it happened. And there's gonna be a lot of answers, but no one's gonna know that. So yeah.
my mind is still boggling about that. Even though so many, I don't know, what was it 2005 he died?
I think it was 2007.
It's been almost 10 years, and to this day, it still kind of disturbs me.
Now, I typed in why did he kill his family, and like on this website it says why did he kill his family. So I was like, okay, let me click on this. So I'm reading it right now. The murder-suicide perpetrated by Chris Beniot in 2007 shocked the world. First, he killed his beautiful pro wrestler wife and 7-year-old son, then proceeded to However, after having lived a life of marquee athlete and still drawing large crowds, the mystery is why he would end it all in such a heinous fashion. Over a span of 30+ years, WWE, formerly the World Wrestling Federation, has become the leading brand in sports entertainment. Let's see.
Yeah, and it has been, which is pretty neat.
This global success story has come at the odd price along the way. Controversy alleged substance abuse from wrestlers and having a contract to the WWE down the years. The incident claimed the life of Owen Hart. The event the weekend of the 22nd to 25th of June 2007 was ranked as the most shocking turn of events during his tenure as the chairman. Text and calls with Chris Benoit. At the time, Chris Benoit pronounced, premier athlete in the whole world, age 40 of age, he had moved into a veteran state of his career. However, he had been a champion within the organization numerous times. He was still a major draw from audiences and was widely regarded as one of the best technical wrestlers of any generation. Benoit was worthy of mention in the same breath as the likes of Ric Flair and Macho Man and Savage. It was approximately 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time when close friend Chava Guerrero received a voicemail message from Benoit that admitted to missing a flight to the show that is scheduled for later that evening. And as Guerrero trenched the call for confirmation, he got it, but commented that Benoit sounded like he was exhausted. During this call, Benoit told Guerrero about food poisoning affecting Nancy Benoit, known to WCW audiences known as Woman, and their 7-year-old son Daniel. Guerrero had no qualms about accepting what he was told and left it there. In the early hours of June 24th, a string of text messages were sent from the phones of both Benoit, elders to several WWE staff, including Chavo Guerrero, referee Scott Armstrong. Another voicemail was sent much later on the same day, stated simply that Daniel Benoit was vomiting blood in both. Chris and Nancy were at the hospital with him. As a result, Chris Benoit doubted that he would be able to attend the pay-per-view event at Night of Champions, where he was advertised in the title match against CM Punk. Chris and his family discovered that. Okay, Chris did say that he would be taking a later flight to Houston. The following day, however, he did not turn up as promised. Senior Vice President of Talent Relations, John Laurinaitis, learned that the text messages sent out over the previous weekend and began to have suspicions that this is all that was seemed. When the WES hit County Sheriff's Department to check on the Benoit family, they found the three bodies. The scheduled broadcast of WWE Monday Night Raw was canceled and replaced with a tribute show to Chris Benoit's life and career. But this is the case with Touch Premature. It was only after this broadcast that the true horror tale began to emerge. The heinous details. When the the Fayette County Sheriff's Department began their investigation into the major crime scene. They were able to determine a few factual points. According to the forensic analysis, Nancy Benoit died of strangulation sometime on Friday. Police found her tied up and wrapped in a towel in an upstairs bedroom. There was a Bible next to her. Injuries to her back did suggest that Benoit jammed one knee into her back while he was strangling her. Blood beneath her head did indicate that she fought for her life, but officially no signs of struggle were reported. Nobody knows for certain the time of death for Daniel Benoit, but it is said that his decomposition had begun, just like it had with his mother, but was not at the same stage as the youngster had internal injuries to his throat and no exterior wounds. The toxicology report said that Xanax was found and that Daniel was more likely unconscious when he was suffocated. Another Bible was found not far from his body. Did Chris' son have a medical condition? This, I'm trying to lock the door too.
Okay.
Because I'm going to bed soon anyways. But, a claim was later made that Chris Benoit's son Daniel had a condition known as Fragile X syndrome. Chris's best friend was another wrestler, Chris Jericho. Jericho conducted research into this condition at the time, said it fit Daniel to a T. Needle marks were allegedly found on the arm of Daniel. There were assumed to have some attempts made by his mother to inject growth hormones into him to combat this. However, this is all conjecture. Jericho did there confess that Benoit wished to keep something private, but he would not have done so easily. In his 2011 book, Jericho acknowledged that Daniel Benoit wasn't suffering from Fragile X syndrome at the time of his death. But at the time of his death, it did make some sense that he was. The statement was released after all of Benoit's medical records made no mentions of any elements or physical or mental nature. Additionally, his teachers considered the young Benoit on par with other students of his age. Let's see. The premeditated suicide. Benoit himself was discovered in his gym. He had committed suicide by hanging. Benoit had made a makeshift noose from one of the pulley cables that he fastened into some weights on a weight. When the custom-made setup was triggered by dropping the counterweights, it nearly broke Benoit's neck. The investigation into the death started and ended at Benoit. Police were satisfied that they did not look for anyone else in relation to the death. They ruled it a double murder suicide. One question that hasn't been answered and is likely is why. Theories about why Chris would do this. School, I'm doing a fucking live stream. Let me finish.
Hang on. Okay, I muted them.
Stool. We're doing a live stream, so I'm kinda... Okay, one of the main theories proposed was initially made by another former wrestler, Christopher, whatever the fuck his name is, believed that he suffered from constant concussions that went untreated. During his wrestling career, Benoit did allow himself to be struck in the head with a folded up chair made of steel on numerous occasions, and the part shows this was deemed to be acceptable for the time. And Benoit was by no means the only one who risked his health and seemed like dangerous activity. During his post-mortem examinations concluded that Benoit's brain was akin to 85-year sufferer of Alzheimer's disease. Further damage was recorded to all four lobes and the stem. Holy shit.
A what?
Okay. Further damage was recorded in all four lobes and the stem of the brain.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so not all former WWE superstars believe this, though. In his autobiography, The Hardcore Truth, Bob Holly believes that the alcoholism is to blame. He did not believe the cause to be dementia from the blows to the head or even steroid use. going on the road, Holly regularly traveled with Benoit. Holly witnessed him drink a lot more than usual. And, erased from WWE history. Whatever the cause behind the Chris Benoit murder-suicide over the weekend, the WWE reacted quickly and firmly, and this, the 9 years in the name of Chris Benoit have been omitted from all the merchandise promotional materials in past history. All of his accomplishments within the squared circle have been expunged. Plus, all active and former wrestlers, staff, and executives were banned from bringing up his name at any time. There was one good thing to come out of this dark day in sports. Many of the major wrestling companies, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro, and in particular the WWE, have updated their wellness policies and hope that such an act would never happen again. Now, there are a few things that stand out in this entire article is all erased from WWE history. One is, like, I'll read it again. Whatever the cause behind the Chris Benoit murder suicide over the weekend, the WWE reacted quickly and firmly. In this last 9 years, the name of Chris Benoit has been omitted in all merchandise, promotional materials, and past history. All of his accomplishments within the squared circle have been expunged. Plus, all active and former wrestlers, staff, and executives at WWE were banned from bringing up his name at any time. Now, that's bullshit.
To this day? Even to this day?
Yeah. You can't.
You know what? I'm going on the WWE Network on my phone. I'm going to type in Chris Benoit and see what pops up.
Yeah.
Okay, as of right now, I'm on the WWE Network. Let's see here. Where's the search button? Search Chris. How spell Benoit?
B-E-N. O-I-T.
No items.
Yep, they erased them.
They erased them. It says no items. That is bull. Okay, I guess he left. I'm sure he'll come back into the party.
He lagged out, probably.
Probably, yeah.
I about dropped my phone. Ow.
Well, everybody, that's the truth. I mean, holy shit, what do you get all this, Zach? I mean, I know you're not a WWE fan, well, or watch WWE. I mean, what do you get from all this? I mean, from outsider looking in, from two fans, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't hear this till now, but To be honest, it could have been something going on with his mental health that made him do this.
Right.
I mean, I don't think anybody in their right, in their, no, you're wrong, he was probably a good guy before he died, in their right mind would hurt their family like that. Unless
Right.
something's going on behind the scenes nobody knew of.
Agreed. Agreed.
So, who really knows what happened? I mean, he's getting angry at somebody or something and thought they got drunk or something and just killed him. I mean, there's many ways that could have went down.
I mean, I'm not, you know, against him at Chris Benoit at all. I mean, I am sure that he's, you know, was a good guy. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, every time I think about it, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I'm to this day, it still shocks me. I like what he did. You know?
Yeah. Oh, he wants me to re-invite him.
Yeah, I'll re-invite him. Yeah, because of some he going offline. Oh, you did you? Okay. Okay, good. Good.
What's a SWAT? Look, kid. SWAT, my friend, is a different situation. It used to be and two teams would play a game called baseball. One team would beat the other team to death with these things called baseball bats. This meant both sides. There was the Diamond City Demolitions. The massive guys played in full power on a special kinetic arms. Swing. Then Lexington. Coach Blood Mary sued the hell. Highest kill count in the league. I could spend all day talking about Concord treasures. Didn't see kill myself. Hey, Nat.
Okay, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm gonna end that topic off with this. It's very scary because he sent these text messages and shit out. But I want to know if he called anyone else. And before I end it, because I want to get to another topic.
Yeah.
Where the live stream is over and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, you know, different, and it's different myths, but I want to do this.
Well, I got like 23 minutes, so take your time.
Honestly, it was sad. Benoit was like, I don't think he was in the right mind.
Well, even when you left, I mean, Zach was just quoted. He said, "Why wouldn't a person in the right mind will kill his own family?"
I mean, there's some shit that's probably going on in his head, but it's, you know, it's just there. We have no idea. I mean, but to really end that topic off, because it freaks me the hell out. Like, it just freaks me the fuck out because it just, yeah. There's a reason why I don't like talking like a lot of shit about that, because it scares me. And a lighter note before it ends and shit is who here thinks the Megalodon exists? So
Who?
Who here thinks that the giant fucking Megalodon, the giant fucking shark, still exists?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that.
Because apparently, from what Tim said, is there's still some, like, really some deep, very, 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 very fucking deep parts of the ocean that we cannot get to.
Well, we can't even explore.
Yeah, and we have no idea what's down there.
I mean, there's probably creatures down there that we don't even know.
Now, what do you think of this? Let's say you have a device that goes underneath the water, like a person like gets in this device. What if you're that person and you see something just slowly float, and you put your light to it, and it's the Megalodon, right? Its teeth. What's your first reaction?
Oh shit.
But what if you get pulled up too quickly and it comes out of the water?
Oh fuck.
There's another sea creature that I think still exists, and it's the Mosasaurus. It's the fucking giant fucking sea dinosaur that was in Jurassic World. I still think that it exists because think about it. If the Megalodon exists, that exists. Still. If that exists, okay. So apparently, if that exists as well, then one of the most scary fucking things ever be in the fucking ocean next to the Megalodon would be the... I can't really fucking pronounce it, but it looks like a cross between a crocodile and a Megalodon, and it scares the shit out of me. But, I mean, me and my dad used to collect shark teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I would always ask, can I get a Megalodon tooth? I would ask around, and they said, you can't find one, not only because of people can't find anymore, or people have a few of them, or they just can't find the fucker, because there's sightings and there's traces of it, but we still can't find it. And like, I'll be honest, if I were to find that shark, I know that I would not survive.
Dude, I'd probably would be like, just eat me. Please, just eat me.
Like, if you think about it, you don't know how much, like, to see that Megalodon that's still down there, it survived this long.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm looking right here, they're saying, could the Megalodon still live in the deep ocean? And, just think about it. It roamed around the seas 28 million years ago until 1.6 million years ago when they were wiped out during the extinction. Now, they're saying, as mentioned, megalodons were extinct an estimated 1.6 million years ago. But some people are not satisfied with this and are convinced that they still might exist. Unfortunately, now this is where science comes in, but they're saying another idea that sometimes pops up: could megalodon be dependent on nearly 2 nations escaping their detection? And the cerebral explored a tiny portion of our oceans. This is true. But the vast majority of the ocean life waves that exist 100 meters, and the sunlight can reach. Below that, life becomes clearer than highly specialized. Large animals are rare. Megalodons are huge and would need constant supply of large animals to feed off. Many megalodons do go extinct, evolved into smaller, specialized sharks capable of living in the oceans. Even if they were there somehow, hiding in deep oceans like the giant squid, we still have documented evidence of the giant squid, tentacles and bodies have been washing up for years, and footage of live animals have been shot over the last couple of years. I reiterate, megalodons are huge. If they existed, we would know about it. They have been chowing down massive sharks and whales all over the world. We've seen bite marks and whales and scars and cold attacks. And they're like, science says no, but people are like, but science can be wrong. There is a video going around that seems to prove they aren't extinct yet. If the video is legit, one was caught on tape 1 mile deep in the Mariana Trench.
Damn.
Now, believe the Kraken is real.
Do you think the Kraken
I do.
is...
Yeah.
Release the Kraken!
Yeah, I think that fucker's real too. Why? Because if you think about it, we still haven't, like, deep ocean. We still haven't fucking explored all of that.
Obviously, yes.
Now, they're saying is there a massive squid found in the Antarctica? And apparently, it was spotted in Google Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying this is a big white shark, the big one that got away.
Yeah.
And technically, it's the one that got away because, you know, I think if you technically think about it, the megalodon is the king of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the great white shark.
Right.
If the megalodon exists, that's what owns the fucking sea. And now they're saying
It done what?
Okay, so the more than 27 meter long sea beast was found by cage divers in Mexico. The sheer scale of the monster fish is jaw-dropping when seen next to the divers. One was partially on top of another that was a cage, each having almost being deep closed. The latest sighting of her is in the water near Mexico's Guadalupe Island. It's estimated at 50 years old and thought to be one of the biggest in the world today. The shark, who is estimated to be about 50 years old, is one of the largest great white sharks ever seen.
Shit.
And it doesn't even show to be fucking aggressive.
Not aggressive?
Yeah, it fucking no. It went right next to the diver, That was it.
Wow.
I mean, like, think about it too. Okay, so January 23rd of 2016. They're saying that Japanese researchers have photographic evidence of a megalodon shark.
Jeez.
Just think about that. If they do have photographic evidence,
that will be messed up.
just like if they were to air that, you would think people would freak out. Why? Because it's not every day you see a giant fucking shark like that.
Right?
Like, yeah, the deep blue one, the one that's in Mexico, yeah, I can understand. But that's... There's no way you can contain that. One, it's a giant prehistoric shark. Two, it's probably violent.
Right?
Think about it. It's in the deep ocean. It sucks.
Oh, for sure.
And because it doesn't understand. And three, friend and fire, if it moved to go past you, it would still kill you. I think there's a reason why the Megalodon is hiding.
Why?
If you think about it, there's gotta be a time that it has to feed. But it has to feed up where the sunlight is. There's gonna be one day where it emerges, and it's gonna scare people. Now, I'm talking like King Kong like right here. It's gonna come. It's probably gonna kill someone.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I know one day it's gonna reemerge, it's gonna kill someone. And then, when that happens, you're gonna have people trying to kill it. Which, you cannot technically kill something that is that old. If you were to take, if you were gonna take this Megalodon and look at it, it could have scars, you know, of just different fucking bites. Bite marks. It's gonna be fucking old.
Right.
It's gonna, like, you can't kill that with machine guns. You cannot kill that with RPGs. You cannot kill that with, you know, missiles. You're gonna need a fucking nuke.
And you think we're going to nuke the ocean?
You know, I would be surprised if that motherfucker were to take the goddamn nuke and eat it. Question is, if it were to kill someone, and people were gonna try to kill it, you realize that thing is not gonna go down without a fight. The Mosasaur would probably die easily. All the other sea creatures would die easily. That thing, it would not. It's gonna put up a hell of a fight. It's probably gonna hide. And if it's about to die, yeah, it's gonna hide. And then, next 50,000 years, it's gonna come back. And it's gonna do it again.
Right.
I want it to live in peace.
I couldn't agree more.
If it still exists, let it live in peace. If there's any other sea creatures that's going to prehistoric period, let it live in peace. Don't document it. Don't try to disturb it.
What about not even documentation? I mean, you gotta have it documented.
I mean, like, you can have pictures of it, but that's like go poking and prodding at the goddamn thing, that documentation. Because I mean, it's
Oh, there it is.
it's like, you have no idea.
All sea creature lives matter. That's Wardog right there.
Oh, I would, if the fucking Megalodon was about to be killed, I would defend that motherfucker.
All sea creatures lives matter. I know, I'm just picking fun at you.
No,
I could.
I would let it be. I mean, well, if you think about it, let's say you were catching the waves, you know, you're on a surfboard,
Yeah.
and in one of those waves you see a giant, and you're in the waves, you just see a giant fucking prehistoric shark.
I'll probably shit myself.
I'm scared.
Dude, I'll shit myself, man. Not even funny. Alright, then I'm ending this right at 3 o'clock. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Well, alright. I just want to say thank you everyone for watching, and this is your first time visiting this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll help a lot to grow this channel. Also, make sure you check out Wardog 669 Gaming channel too. I will see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.